The United States and China stand as the world's foremost military powers. Their combined military might dwarfs all others, making their relationship a defining factor in global security. We will examine key areas such as manpower, defense spending, technological advancements, global reach, and strategic objectives. Understanding these aspects is crucial for comprehending the complexities of this rivalry and its implications for the future. The US, with its long history as a global superpower, seeks to maintain its dominance. China, on the other hand, is rapidly modernizing its military, aiming to protect its interests and potentially reshape the existing global order. This dynamic creates both rivalry and the need for cooperation. Economic competition, technological innovation, and ideological differences all contribute to the tensions between the two countries. The decisions made by these two giants will shape the geopolitical reality for decades to come. This analysis aims to provide a balanced and nuanced perspective on this crucial relationship. By examining the facts and avoiding hyperbole, we can better grasp the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. The future stability of the international system may very well depend on it. In any assessment of military strength, manpower plays a crucial role. China boasts the world's largest active military force, with approximately 2 million personnel. This dwarfs the US military, which maintains a significantly smaller active force of around 1.4 million. However, raw numbers only tell part of the story. The US military, while smaller in size, benefits from an all-volunteer force renowned for its professionalism and training. This stands in contrast to China's conscription-based system, which draws a larger pool of manpower but may lack the same level of experience and individual initiative. Beyond sheer numbers, the quality of training, leadership, and experience are critical factors in determining military effectiveness. The US military has a long tradition of investing heavily in these areas, providing its personnel with advanced training and opportunities for professional development. Recognizing the importance of a highly skilled military, China has increased its investment in training and education for its armed forces. This emphasis on modernization suggests that the gap in manpower quality between the two countries may be narrowing. Military spending measures a nation's commitment to defense. The US allocates $858 billion to its military in 2025. This dwarfs China's estimated $225 billion defense budget. The US's budget fuels its global military presence and advanced technology. China is rapidly closing the gap. Its growing economy modernizes its military at an unprecedented rate. China develops advanced weaponry, including hypersonic missiles and cyber warfare capabilities. In an era of rapid technological change, both the US and China are investing heavily in cutting-edge military technologies. The US has long held the lead in areas such as stealth technology, precision-guided munitions, and drone warfare. However, China is rapidly catching up, challenging US dominance in key areas. China's technological advancements have been particularly notable in hypersonic missiles, which travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5 and are difficult to intercept. This technology poses a significant challenge to US aircraft carriers and other high-value assets. Additionally, China has made significant strides in cyber warfare, developing sophisticated capabilities to disrupt enemy networks and infrastructure. The US, however, is not standing still. It continues to invest heavily in research and development, seeking to maintain its technological edge. Areas of focus include artificial intelligence, directed energy weapons, and hypersonic defense systems. This technological competition has the potential to reshape the balance of power. China's rapid advancements are eroding the US's traditional technological superiority, creating new challenges for US military planners. The US and China differ significantly in their global reach and influence. The US, with its vast network of military bases and alliances, maintains a truly global military presence. It has the capability to project power to virtually any corner of the globe, enabling it to intervene in conflicts far from its shores. China, on the other hand, has traditionally focused on its immediate region. Its military strategy has prioritized securing its borders, safeguarding its maritime interests, and deterring potential adversaries in the Asia-Pacific region. However, in recent years, China has shown signs of expanding its global ambitions. China's Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure project spanning Asia, Africa, and Europe, has clear geopolitical implications. This initiative is seen by many analysts as a way for China to expand its influence and secure access to vital resources. Furthermore, China has been steadily increasing its naval capabilities, developing a blue water navy capable of operating far from its shores. While China still lags far behind the US in terms of global military reach, its growing ambitions and expanding capabilities have raised concerns among US policymakers. The strategic objectives of the US and China are also distinct. The US military subscribes to a doctrine of power projection, aiming to deter potential adversaries and, if necessary, fight and win wars far from its homeland. This strategy is underpinned by a network of alliances and partnerships around the world, allowing the US to project power and influence globally. China, in contrast, adheres to a strategy of active defense. This approach emphasizes deterring aggression and, if deterrence fails, defending Chinese territory and interests. China's military modernization efforts are largely geared towards achieving these objectives, focusing on developing capabilities to counter US military strengths in the Asia-Pacific region. China's active defense strategy is rooted in its history and geopolitical realities. Having experienced foreign invasions and internal conflicts in the past, China prioritizes territorial integrity and national sovereignty. The differences in strategic objectives between the US and China have significant implications for regional and global security. The line between offense and defense can be blurred, and both countries' actions are often open to interpretation. The South China Sea stands as a potential flashpoint in the US-China military rivalry. China claims sovereignty over almost the entirety of this strategically vital waterway, a claim disputed by several Southeast Asian nations. The US, while not taking a position on the sovereignty claims, insists on freedom of navigation in the South China Sea and conducts regular naval patrols in the area. China has taken assertive steps to strengthen its claims in the South China Sea, building artificial islands and militarizing existing features. These actions have heightened tensions with neighboring countries and raised concerns in Washington. The US has responded by increasing its military presence in the region, conducting freedom of navigation operations, and providing military assistance to regional partners. The South China Sea dispute highlights the potential for miscalculation and escalation between the US and China. With both countries possessing significant military capabilities in the region, even a minor incident could spiral out of control. This underscores the need for clear communication, confidence-building measures, and a commitment to peaceful resolution of disputes. The stakes in the South China Sea are high. The future of military interaction between the US and China remains uncertain. The two countries are engaged in a complex dance, characterized by both competition and cooperation. On the one hand, they are strategic rivals, vying for influence and seeking to outmaneuver each other in key regions. On the other hand, they share common interests in areas such as counterterrorism, non-proliferation, and combating climate change. The potential for conflict cannot be ignored. The South China Sea, Taiwan, and the East China Sea all represent potential flashpoints where miscalculation or escalation could lead to armed conflict. Furthermore, the increasing militarization of space and cyberspace creates new avenues for competition and potential conflict. However, there are also opportunities for cooperation. Both countries have a vested interest in avoiding a major war, which would be catastrophic for both sides and the world. Managing this complex relationship will require a delicate balance of competition and cooperation, with a focus on avoiding miscalculation and escalation. The US and China possess the world's most formidable military forces. Their rivalry, characterized by competition in technology, manpower, and global influence, is a defining feature of the 21st century security landscape. While the US currently maintains a quantitative and qualitative edge in many areas, China is rapidly modernizing its military, seeking to close the gap and challenge US dominance. The future of this relationship remains uncertain. The potential for conflict is real, particularly in the South China Sea and other regional hotspots. However, there are also opportunities for cooperation, particularly in areas of mutual interest such as counterterrorism and non-proliferation. Navigating this complex relationship will require prudence, diplomacy, and a commitment to avoiding miscalculation. The actions of these two military giants will shape the geopolitical landscape for decades to come.